I should go do that real quick. They don't do much, but hey, who cares? Hey, Frosty, what's up, man? Yeah, thanks for the follow. What's up, Frosty? How you doing? Oh shit, I don't have my light on. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me turn this on. Ah, I can see. Vaguely. Okay. What's going on, man? Alright. So somebody asked me to do this. I gotta leave the house to do it, or I gotta get out of the mansion to do it, but basically gonna cover Fenris's build. I think Fenris has been overall pretty successful. Let's go ahead and throw him in there. So this has been our average party, right? I don't think got a whole lot else to do other than this. So let's go to the keep. And then we'll just carry on from here, but it's really just covering Fenris. Alright, well, first, I only use Fenris really for the mage. I'd run with Aveline with a rogue, and then I play off tank. I pretty much do Fenris's job as a two-hander, right? I think that's fair to say, for the most part. You really have Aveline in Act 1 because you almost have to take her to the deep roads regardless. You're stuck with Varric. You only have one healer. Doesn't leave a whole lot of options. But two-hander is really DPS anyway. But you can off-tank. The idea that if you kill everybody quickly, You don't need a whole lot of defense, you know, but and that's kind of Fenris's thing. The whole point of Fenris is really just staggers, right? So I'm sort of covering this as if I was doing like a build video. Just so if you're wondering why I'm kind of, yeah, anyway. Alright, so attributes basic, 2 to 1, roughly, 2 to 1. Oh, that's right, he got 2 strength from a ring. But it was like 52 and 26. This would more normally be like 27. But close enough. Anyway, 2 to 1 there, and then as far as abilities, we just don't bother with any of the friendly fire stuff because he can't be trusted with it. Doesn't really matter. We're going for this though. This is what we're looking for is staggers. And then probably more important, but it's hard to get it early because you really need to make him yeah, right. It's the best defense, right? It's a good offense, right? Really as important is this right here too. So staggers. 10% doesn't sound like a lot. And that's only 20% on critical. But if he's getting a lot of criticals, you know, then that 20, it basically comes out to more or less 30%. If one of them doesn't get him, the other one will, and eventually he'll just start producing staggers at a good rate. But he really needs to be using this. Obviously, this doesn't count for shit if he can't do it. So when you're dumping a bunch into strength and basically the rest into health, he's not going to have a huge willpower pool unless you give him equipment that, you know, gives him, you know, extra stamina and stuff, which is fine. Main thing for him is he doesn't need much. So I respec him at the very beginning of the game, and I take away the stuff that he comes with, which is rally. Rally is kind of an AOE thing anyway. At least it seems to be. And I don't know that it's all that. It's just a big mana stamina regeneration. And then, okay, so Rally can actually pass that critical chance that Fenris has. Hey, Minnie, what's going on? That Fenris has off to you. It could, yes, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to go ahead and throw that in there too, whatever. I only say Rally's AoE because it seems like I swear he's used it and I've been out of range and not gotten it. I don't see it mentioning that here, but that's what it seems like. Even if it's not, it doesn't really matter. It's not that expensive. It's only it only costs 15 stamina. It's got a huge cooldown on it though. 30 seconds is that's almost like the cooldown on haste. You're talking about only pulling that off for maybe twice in a fight, you know, maybe if the fight's a big one, and it lasts for 10 seconds. So overrated in my opinion, but I mean, you know, some people may use it and they say, well, it makes the difference in the fight. That's fine. Do what you want. The question was how I built Fenris and how I'm making him useful, and the fact that you don't have points for everything anyway, so you can't do everything, obviously. So I made my choice. I thought I'd make it to where he doesn't die instantly in one hit all the time, which is, I think, the problem that most people have with Fenris. It's like trying to use Iron Bull in Inquisition with a two-hander. Now, with Iron Bull, you can give him a sword and shield. Fenris doesn't have that option. So, doesn't even have a sword and shield tree, just like I don't believe you can give Aveline a two-hander. I don't think she has that available. Maybe she could wield it, but you don't have the tree for it. You don't have this tree for Aveline. And obviously you don't have the sword and board tree for Fenris, or maybe you could go that direction. Anyway, so the basics here, we don't even have this unlocked yet. Well, I don't have a point for it. Anyway, that's a good one, and that's a good stamina generator too, obviously. But this is kind of built-in haste. These are just obvious. We want this. The defense on Nightmare, I don't know that it comes into play all that often, but the critical chance is huge. So you got 20 critical chance there, and you've got 10 here. So I go with control on this one. And might, yes, it's a good damage dealer, and it helps draw threat, but I sort of have an answer for that. But critical chance here is key, and then the critical chance here. So we're starting with the base 40. That's just base 50 if you count the mage. If you have a mage running heroic aura, he's got a base 50%, and then any kind of gear, any kind of equipment, give him a weapon with a critical chance rune in it. Now you're pushing 60, and so he's getting the criticals on the regular. That means he's doing more damage. If he's doing more damage, he's drawing more threat. If he's drawing more threat, he has more enemies around him. The more enemies around him, the more he can stagger. And every time he staggers, you've got your mages or yourself available to destroy that. So that's what you're really wanting. That is kind of your defense, and that's part of his tankiness. Is he doesn't have to sit there and take hits for 20 minutes, or he shouldn't. Sometimes he does. Early on, there's going to be issues like that. You'll get his staggers here and there, but you're not seeing staggers pop up on 5 enemies, and as soon as it goes away, they're back again. Now we'll start seeing that, and that's mainly because of this. That's mainly because of Cleave. And the cool thing about this is it's got a solid 20-second duration and only a 25-second cooldown. Doesn't mean he can use it every 5 seconds, but it's a good percentage of the fight that this actually lasts. And it's not only a huge damage buff, but it's and all the stagger chance there, but it gives him time to get his stamina back. So if the duration on this is 20 seconds, so he's only triggering this once about every 40-45 seconds. That being the case, that's time for on kill and even over time for him to get stamina back, right? So he's not required to have this huge pool, and I don't have him doing a whole bunch of stuff. If I had him spamming stamina abilities, like spamming rally, spamming this, spamming taunt, whatever else you might have him doing, think about his willpower pool and what you have to invest in it just to give him the ability to pull everything off once and hope he gets enough kills to get all of his stamina back. So resources come into play there. Anyway, I really don't have him doing anything. This is your key. Like I said, I run with control. That means less of his stamina is reserved. This is only 15 for this. It's 20 for that. Not a huge difference, but it's probably the difference of 5 to 10, maybe even 15, 20 stamina. It's something. I don't have him burning up any of this stuff. You have to pick this. That's the only reason I even have that. But we're going for this. These two things here are huge. This is key, although this is one of the later things that I got because I had to get in here and give him damage resistance and give him the elemental resistance. This right here, that 10% magic, that's really magic effect. Maybe being set on fire, being paralyzed by a spirit spell. That maybe one of these big pride demons casts or something like that. Being hampered, his ability to resist that. And he's got a lot of that resistance too. He's got some built in here. He's got it here. So it's 25, 35, 45. I mean, cool. That's great. But the damage resistance is huge, right? Because a lot of people consider Fenris squishy. And then I just have him with Stonewall. And that's really, really cheap. It's only 20 stamina. And it's got a really quick cooldown. So he can use this, and I only have him use it when his health is below 50%. And it gives him a few seconds of basic damage immunity. And what's really, really cool about that is it gives, if Anders' heal is on cooldown, then Anders has just a few extra seconds, a little tick, to heal. It's basically like a time buff. It's just a couple extra seconds where he might need that, and then Anders can heal them all right back up. And then it seems to work most of the time. And then tactics are like super simple. Just keep all your buffs going. Lyrium Ghost, Aegis, Control, and then use Stonewall at health below 50, and then cleave as long as one enemy is alive. Meaning that you're using that even if you're only fighting one enemy, which might be a dragon. Yeah. All right, I'll be back in 1 second, guys. And that's pretty much it. Okay. Two-handers, basically, yeah, they're AoE, sort of. Yeah, they're basically AoE. They're not, I don't think they're full 360. They're more like 180-ish. You know how two-handed sweep is in Origins? Where, you got this arc in front of you and it's so big. It's kind of like that. Let's see. Hold on. Actually, it's radius is an extra meter. That probably about the length of your weapon, give or take. If you were to look at the floor right here, see the light squares from the window. Let's see, if Fenris is standing here, that would put his AoE to about that second line. Instead of, he'd probably cover the square, one square in an arc, right? See where he's standing? Now imagine it basically going to filling up the second square. So it'd be like these 6 squares in front of him. That's more or less what your arc is. And so you're staggering, you having a chance to stagger anything within that arc. So 10%, you got 5 enemies from you, in front of you. I can't exactly call that 50%, but I can call it 10% times 5. Well, now you're taking 10% times 5 plus 20% times 5. You're factoring in both, as long as you've got cleave active. So it's even more. So any basic attack can potentially stagger somebody. And with haste, it just makes it that much more likely because you're swinging that much faster. And so then Fenris kind of has sort of a built-in haste. So he's swinging even that much faster most of the time, as long as he just kills something. But yeah, so it's sort of.
You have information about the missing Kunari.
Absolutely.
I am to help you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's the whole point. A lot of times, if you see him with a mob in front of him, you'll see 4 or 5
that you were not involved
staggers come up.
But that is neither
over
here
their heads,
nor
and
there.
then you hit them. You hit them with chain lightning. You hit them with hemorrhage. You hit them with whatever you're using.
So where would you start, if you were the starting type?
I would begin with the most obvious failure. It's clear the city guard has no excuse for allowing this,
Aveline has shield bash.
unless they were involved.
And
not coincidentally, a
that
number
has a
of
much
recent
smaller arc.
recruits have failed to report. You should
it's about
start
half
with one of
as
them.
big,
Although where you find
and
a
only about
swordsman
half
so
the
eager to
distance
sell
and
his
half
honor
the
and
size
duty, I'm sure
of,
I don't know.
Fenris'
The Hanged
basic
Man.
attacks.
Hanged Man.
Obvious one, that.
Just watch the next fight.
Right. Then you know what to look for. I can't imagine this has occurred without notice. There is always a weak link. Please keep this quiet. The Viscount is under enough scrutiny as it is. So,
Nobody has their buffs on. Nobody. Downside is the Sir Varnell's fight, not this one right here, but the one coming up. It's gonna be. It's all. I've always had a really hard time with it with the mage. Probably gonna have to try to
coin for this place.
down the stairs
That's right,
and
pal.
hope.
Tonight I'm paid and blessed, and all I had to do was turn my head.
To all my friends. Hey, step back. I know important people. We're gonna show this city what to do with heathen oxmen.
Someone has deep pockets. I want an introduction.
Somebody always wants something. But I don't have to take that anymore. 3 hornheads are just a
Hey,
start.
Toaster, what's up, man?
You want some of this? Take it from me and my new friends. You're on your own, pal. That's loyalty for you. Come on.
Messy day at the spice plant. I don't know if that sounds horrible or amazing. Oh, there's a dagger right there.
Mana. Mana. Feeling a little friendlier?
What?
What? What do you
What?
want?
What?
I just did what he said. It was more coin than I've ever seen.
Come on. Someone so generous. They deserve recognition.
Templar. It was a Templar. I didn't get the name.
Recliner and
We
a
met
cold
near the
one.
chantry. He
Good
said
for you,
taking
man.
these Kunari was serving the Maker. I swear, he even had the seal of the Grand Cleric. True is true.
You enjoy a cold one, the end of your day,
Great.
and I'm gonna
Templar.
get into this coffee at the beginning
Serving
of
the
mine.
Grand
Hey,
Cleric,
what's up,
no
Blue?
less. Great.
What? All his friends are dead too. I like that sword. That's the same one that crazy elf uses too. Powdered arrowroot. Arrowroot is actually a thing? I thought that was in like just like Oblivion or something. Arrowroot is actually a thing, huh?
Another time for
Kind of
me.
cool, actually.
Many of them, hopefully.
Man, if I worked at a place like that, I wouldn't be able to help but stop every 5 minutes and think about ingredients and potions and shit from video games. I'm serious. I'd be like, man, I recognize this. Thyme, pepper, and stuff. Ugh, who has time for any of that? No, arrowroot and all those exotic alchemy ingredients. That's what I'd be thinking. Huh.
So, a drunk says the Grand Cleric funded zealots through a rogue Templar. This is enough evidence for you.
Don't forget the kidnapped Kunari. That too.
Hey, it's not like the Templars are going to like me no matter what I do.
No, it's not about you, Anders. Shut the fuck up.
The Grand
Right?
Cleric, please. Tell her... 3 Kunari leave an estate. And let her finish.
Sarah Hawk.
Hey, Blue. Shit,
Sister
what's that for?
Patrice.
What's up, man? Hey, thanks.
Mother Patrice.
Holy
Time
crap.
has changed us both.
Did you,
Grand Cleric
Get
Elfina
some,
cannot grant an audience to just anyone.
get some
What
good
do you
luck
want?
or some good news on your search? You mentioned the other night you were talking with T. I guess I was eavesdropping on chat, but I mean it was on chat. Anyway, you said you were on a search too, and arrowroot, ground ginseng, and charcoal make an explosion. Whoa, shit, Toaster with shades. Millsy, hey, long time no see. How you doing, man? Thanks, Blue. Okay, well that's good. That's what I said. That's what I meant. Maybe not nailed any particular thing down, but good news at least. Wow. Well, thanks, man. So that's oh man, just thank you. Come help us out.
I know you.
Appreciate
And
it.
I know someone is abusing the Grand Cleric's seal.
Who are you to question who serves her grace?
Oh, you were
I
I didn't know if you. I didn't
but
know you were
see
joking,
no
Toaster. I
reason
thought
to
that
let
might be
you
a thing.
pass.
That might
How
be a
about the
thing.
fact that her authority was used to abduct Kunari?
The taco with shades.
A pause that says you knew.
Laying down
does
the
have
knowledge. putting
The
down
Grand Cleric
the
trusts
alchemist
his stewards to
cookbook
enact
right
the
there.
wishes of the Maker.
Oh, still on that? I know a couple people are still playing that religiously. I didn't really find my niche in that game. It's not that I didn't enjoy the time I spent in it though. And I'd like to go back and finish my character maybe one day. I think I cursed myself and said I'll never play this again at the point. That was then. Hey T, what's going on, man? What's up? Oh, that must be one of the emotes. Anyway, thanks, Blue. Thanks, man. And speaking of T, we were talking about you again. What's up, man?
It sounds like you've been bad. This will shock her grace, no doubt.
Stubborn. All right, Sarah Hawk. If you won't abandon this, let me offer you something.
Yeah, Blue, just like T,
The
man.
Templar
I
you
hope
seek is
you
a
find
radical
exactly
who has grown unreliable.
the right one. There you go. Find the
Confronting
right
him
one.
may do us all a favor.
And his relation to you is...
He is my former bodyguard, Ser Von L. Assume what you wish, but I offer him to you as reconciliation. Meet me at this location. I
Right.
invite you, Sarah Hawk. Come see the unrest these Kunari have inspired.
That's a setup.
It's her game.
That's a setup. Taco with shades. Still gets me. Can we grab this now? Sure can. I don't know if we've been in here in Act... Well, yeah, we've been in here in Act 2 about 5 times. This one. Oh, Patrice, yeah. And you know what? The crazy thing is she's not completely wrong. Like, the danger she's seeing is completely real. These people, even the Viscount says something about it. They're sitting there like gargoyles, watching for something, waiting to do something. And that's really true, you know. Man. I gotta say, in light of that, Blue, man, thanks even more, if possible. Just, you know what it is. You know what it is. All right. Anders has electricity. Maybe I should take advantage of that electric staff. Fire's not going to do me any good. Oh, the fire might work on the elves. It just doesn't do anything to the Templar. Spirit? Spirit. Spirit is the one. There we go. And spirit and cold. That's what Templars are weak to. And at least the yeah. And at least the whatchamacallit. The elves aren't immune to it. You know what I mean? Now, I think it's about time to go ahead and give Fenris something like that. I went ahead and gave that to Fenris so I could save him a point. The stream loves you back, man. It's kind of true. The stream does actually love everybody back, I think. Damn. Maybe that's actually better. I mean, I like critical chance with Varric, but maybe that's good for him right there. Let's see. Got that there. Criticals for Fenris, though. There's 2% there. There's 4% there. If I wasn't so dead set on doing it for my character, I'd be stacking these on Fenris. I could get Fenris's critical chance up into the 80% range, but I think giving him a solid, he's gonna be in the 60s once I get him equipped. I think I got one more ring. I can nab him in Act 3, and that'll put him right in the 60-something range. So I really like that for him. I really, because there's nothing bad there, but you've got something like this too. That's another couple percent as well. I don't know that it makes so much difference, but this right here, that's pretty nice. Well, we'll get him the Blade of Mercy in Act 3. And we can at least throw a critical chance rune in that. That'll get him max results. He'll get max returns off that. I think it'll give him at least +6, maybe +7, because that's like a 5-star weapon. I think you get slightly less return on the dwarven battle axe, which is my favorite. It's got 3 rune slots, but you get slightly lower returns because of the quality of the weapon. By the time you're at the end of Act 3, it's like a 2-star weapon because it has no stats on it. But those 3 rune slots allow you to put damage, speed, and critical chance on it if you want to. You can do all kinds of cool shit with it. It's like a little Swiss Army knife weapon, kinda. I don't think I want to give that up yet. So that physical damage is really good for Varric because he's really putting up some cool numbers now. But extra critical chance, I don't really have a lot on him for that. There's a couple rings we'll get at the end of Act 2. They all give you a critical chance, critical damage. You want to get like 3 of them. You can get one from the Wardens. You get one in the Keep. That's at least 2. Oh, that's all right. It's not like I have to get rid of my shit right now anyway. Okay, well guys, we're just going to go ahead and get this shit out of the way. This is either going to go really well or really badly. My guess is it goes really, really badly. Several times over.
Nice place for a rally. Good choice, Varnell.
The Trace is here somewhere.
Wonderful.
Kunari hold no real power. They are assets in the eyes of the Maker.
I'm doing that.
Oh, well, we can take a look at that staff real quick. It's always nice to get a freebie right at the last minute. Fire. Figures. Boy, if we were going to do guard pretenders in Act 1, shit. We'd 2-shot every last one of them. Literally 2-shot every last one of them. I have some belts and rings I'm going to trade out with Merrill.
Do not fear.
Amulets, belts, rings.
Like any animal.
Yeah, I think we're going to... Oh, I don't have any health potions either. Oh, we're in trouble. I think I'm going to have to pull out down the stairs over there. And just hope all the mobs don't come at once because it's just too much. It's just too many enemies. Just get overwhelmed. Here you get stuck in the middle. They
Like
spawn
any
here, they
beast,
spawn by the
remove
stairs.
the fangs and it is lost. They are weak before the faithful of the Maker. The only certainty in their precious Qun is death before the righteous.
Freaking coward, man.
Ser Varnell!
She's been slinking in the
Take
shadows,
me,
following
faithful.
us.
The chantry blesses us.
Varnell doesn't even know he's
Claim a
been
blessing
thrown
when
under
you
the
have
bus,
used
does
the
he?
authority of the Grand Cleric so openly. You have brought wrath down upon you. You remember Sarah Hawk?
Like
the
Cleric said,
Kunari have
this is a
friends,
set-
Templar.
This is a setup.
How will you answer their allegations?
That's a setup.
You want to fight? Face someone whose weapons are not bound.
We're doing good damage, but I don't
Templars are
think
cowards. They only pick on those whose lives they already hold in their hands.
So dramatic.
Righteous. Destroy them.
This guy and the seneschal would be good bed buddies. So dramatic. There we go. See, watch.
That's enough! This up. Let's finish this! Can't pick this up. I'll deal with this. It's too much!
We're doing better than I thought. Let's give you heal.
I'm getting overwhelmed!
I really think this could be going better. This is going badly.
I would have had it too. I don't think. Yeah, almost. Well, that's a whole lot better than normal. I think I healed too early. I used it as a weapon instead of a heal. That was my fault. That's cool. I'm gonna go make some more coffee. I'm gonna make another cup of coffee while this is loading. I don't want this to put me in bed. This is doing good. That's gonna be alright. That's only the. I think that's what the first. That might be the second time. I think it. Yeah, I think it froze. On loading during a conversation once, but other than that, sometimes I think the hardware is too fast for the game sometimes, but it works for Dragon Age 2. Origins as well. All right. All right, we should be right back in the fight right here. Rhino's down. Fuck. We'll let Puppy Bro tank now.
Mana.
I can't heal. I'm gonna have to take this off. But I don't. Oh, I probably don't have any heal. I probably don't have any health potions, do I?
This is going badly.
Too many.
You got Barrick.
Too many. It's just it's 8 or 10 waves of 50. You see what I'm saying? It's that getting that. I think we can do it down the stairs. I don't think we'll have any problem. This is the best I've ever done with a mage, to be honest. Mage is just, you stand out in the open, you just get destroyed. We even fucking took Varnell down before the fight was even over. Maybe that's the key. Something's broken in the background as well. Maybe we should just be running this shit over and the game's not letting us because there's something wrong. No, it's never frozen twice in the same spot ever. Not since I've ever played the game, ever. That's the first time ever that anything like even remotely like that has happened. Well, there's obviously a serious issue here. So we've got to pull all these together. I gotta heal at the last minute in a huge mob of enemies is what I need to do. Yeah, me too. I've got to heal in huge mobs. Take out those mobs when I do it too. It's me timing my spells is a big part. I think this is doable. I really think it's doable. Hey, Princess, good morning. Archer's gotta go. Healer's down. We're fucked. We're fucked.
Need mana.
Get the fuck off me, man!
This is going bad.
He didn't get paralyzed either. Watch, it's gonna crash now. There's nothing I can do about that last wave of 736,000 tank Archer L's. This whole save is corrupt too. The whole save is corrupt. So, I can't reload the save. If you can't reload a save, there's something wrong with it. Agreed? Hey, Millsy. Well, the game's going down too, so I'm not sure what's up here. The internet is conspiring against us today. That must be what it is. It's got to be it. All right. What's my save before that? I think I made a hard save, didn't I? Oh no, I didn't. Fuck. I don't want to sit through all that shit again. I don't have to. I just fast forward through it, I guess. I think I'm just gonna kill that. Fried chicken's good. Hi.
Nice place for a rally. Good choice, Varnell.
The Treese is here somewhere.
Wonderful.
Now that's just rude. What are they trying to do? Ruin my...
Well, I just lost that staff.
They die like any animal.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a hard save now. I guess we'll just try to pull everybody back here. Just try to get them all. Maybe in this hallway. I don't think that's really good enough either, to be honest, but we'll see. Let's see. Man, not having health potions is hurting too. If we had like 4 or 5, I think we make that. I think we make this fight easy. Nobody can heal right there at the end, and they're getting knocked out on that last wave. I think that's plenty of time to heal if necessary. So, yeah, honestly think we can do this. But we're falling just short right there at the very end.
Like any beast.
The Kunari have friends.
Here, let's just go ahead and go.
Mana. Mana.
80, 90, 100 archers. It's 100 archers. It's literally 100 fucking archers. It's 100 archers. A fucking 100. No, yeah, we are. We are. You're right, Princess. We are fish in a barrel. You're absolutely right. We don't have the health potions, man. I literally think that's what's doing it, right? Game's fucking completely broken, too. I don't know how much of that is playing into this as well. Fuck. Huh. I'm not sure what to do about this. I was hopeful at the beginning. Now it's crashing every single time we have to reload, which is quadrupling the amount of time between. I don't want to have to shut the game down, reboot the entire global internet just to fucking get another shot at this. That doesn't make any sense. Just find a place where the archers can't.
Now you fall! How about you? Go down! I'm getting overwhelmed! Get back! I'm getting overwhelmed!
Oh wow. Got a freebie, huh?
I'm getting overwhelmed.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Time to bring this mess to the Viscount's attention.
It got to heal like 15 times too. It had more health potions than my entire party did. That's actually no joke.
Madness.
Plus that buff it does.
That's a word
That
for it.
Dispel is one of the most underrated
Chantry
abilities you
involvement.
have.
Even if they are fringe elements, oh, it could not be worse.
The Chantry has seen the abuses the Templars get away with.
Have
Why
they
would
really?
not think
Could
to
you
do the
name one?
same?
What abuses does do the Templars get away with? What abuses? Somebody give me an example.
You killed them.
I see abuses that mages get away with. Everything from kidnapping, serial killing, necromancy, mind control, murder, more murder, 10,000 times murder. then double that again, then multiply that by 1,000,000. Let's see. Oh, starting the blights, terrorist acts. These are the abuses. Let's see. Kidnapping, rape. Anders tells you in Awakening that that's why the mages run around in skirts and robes, so they can do their little tryst and get a quickie, and the mage girls can't do anything about it. Let's see, what else? What other abuses do we see the mages getting away with every single day, 24/7, from the beginning of Origins all the way to the end of Inquisition? Now I'm trying to think of one single abuse that the Templars get away with.
This group, at least, is crippled.
Good point, right?
Then
Ellen,
that,
hey, what's up?
at least, is something. Not that it matters now. We have the delegate, but
Feels you said, ew,
I can't
ew,
return the bodies to the
terrorist.
Canary in this state.
The terrorist.
Sir Hawk, you know the Arishok. What should I do?
Hiding this would only make it worse.
It would, wouldn't it? I'm losing my sense of how to balance this nightmare.
It's hard to politic something that can't be politicked, isn't it? You might
I
actually have to
appreciate your help in
govern
this
something.
matter. As bad
Make
as
a
this
real
is,
choice,
it could have
real
been
decision.
much worse without you. Kirkwall owes you. I owe you.
Apparently you don't owe me that much. 3 gold for all that shit? Really? Fenris tanked just enough. We just ran out of health potions. I really, honestly believe we wreck that shit if we have enough of those. Just, honestly, 2 or 3 more is really all we needed, I think. We'll probably get a couple back here, though. Nope. Nope. There's one. There's one. Oh, that's what we started with. And after about 20 game crashes, we finally got past it. Bethany's extremely strong-willed, and you can thank Malcolm Hawk for that. I don't put her past being susceptible. She shows that she's at least able to be influenced by mind control, etc., etc. Every time she gets with Anders, she just goes batshit stupid. You listen to them talk between each other, she just loses it. It's like she's enthralled. She actually buys into the shit that Anders is selling. It's pretty embarrassing, actually. Because I really like Bethany outside of that. It's hard to respect somebody who's so easily duped. Alendra? I thought that was the Hawk mom's name. Alendra. Oh, is that the one at the crossroads that you, like, recruit? That one?
I have
Just trying to
something
stay
for
away from all the...
Do you now? A shield?
Oh, Leandra. Oh, there you go.
And borne by
Thought
the
that sounded
one
kinda
true
familiar.
Sir Aveline. Lovely.
He just throws your shit on the floor.
Thank you.
I can tell you mean it. What did I do wrong by giving you a gift this time, Aveline?
I'm sorry. I don't see where I went wrong.
I had a shield. It belonged to Wesley. It was difficult to let it go, but I did so. Utility over sentiment, right? We sold it, didn't we?
You know who
Yeah, I
else
thought
does
I
that
was
exact
being
same
nice.
thing? Trying to
If you
get
didn't
in
think
amongst
this would
people?
upset me, what
Princess?
was your intent?
Grace's little pupil, Elaine, or whatever his name is, Elaine, does the exact same thing. I never had anything to do with these. They did all this evil stuff, and I just didn't want to be any part of it. So he goes and paves the way so him and Grace can go in there and corrupt the rest of the Circle Tower, which is where they were headed in the first place. So because Alondra stands there and isn't actively murdering anybody at that exact moment, pretending to be all innocent in their little cave, and oh, I'm just staying away from all that because I'll have nothing to do with it. I'm in here with all these innocent villagers who are perfect batteries for my blood magic. Why not? I don't know Alandra's background, and I don't know who she is and where she goes and all this. Blood mages can't tell the truth, and their lies are so straight-faced because they actually become like, that's what they become, is liars. Like they would literally have to tell you. They have to tell you the sky is orange. They have to tell you that.
If you're still aching for your husband, you may want to inform Donick.
It's not about Wesley. You've got me doing a lot of things. Some I don't agree with. Some I'm surprised I do. I'm not sure where I'm going as it is. Replacing what I was with this. I mean, who is Sir Aveline to me?
Replacing what you were? Wow, that sounds like you have a lot of issues that you're projecting on everyone else. You need to get your own affairs in order before you start lashing out at your friends. Well, it's easy to lash out at your friends because you know they won't leave you, probably. Right?
I thought of you when I found it. Maybe that was foolish.
I can appreciate that.
Then
can you
accept
really?
it on those merits. Nothing more.
It is a fine shield. You do know that Orlesian Smith slapped Sir Aveline's name on every second piece of armor. This didn't really belong to her.
It does now.
Dealing with Aveline's quadripolarism is stressful at times. She's quadripolar.
These patients need me more than anyone in Hightown.
Anders keeping all these people healthy so they make good batteries for all of its blood mage companions.
To convince someone
in
like
Act 3.
you that the Circle is abusive and unjust. You're a mage.
You don't have a single
How
argument.
can you not see? Mages' gifts are granted by the Maker. How is it any man can call himself a Templar and set himself above us?
See, so the root of everything is mages' insecurity? Because they're murdering terrorists, raping pedophile asses are what? Not allowed to just murder everybody without consequence? Templars are the only half-measure consequence to try to keep them from just starting the blight all over again?
You know how I feel. It's pointless to say more.
You defy the Circle yourself, yet condemn the rest of your kind to it.
Condemn the
The
rest
Chantry
of...
made its laws 1,000 years ago, based on fear of an empire that has long since crumbled.
The
Its
mages
hold
are
is
still
too
just as
strong
rotten.
to change in increments. There must be a revolution.
You've lost your mind if you think you can single-handedly destroy the Chantry.
It will not be single-handed. Sooner or later, everyone in Kirkwall will have to choose a side.
Everybody hearing, just getting the whole picture here? It's never about a side. It's never about a war. It's never about Mage or Templar, as if that was ever a choice. It's about trying not to die at the hands of murderers who have a lot of power at their disposal to murder you with basically a thought. How would you like everybody who's in a bad mood to be able to just blow you up at any given moment? How would you like to live under the shadow of that 24/7? Whether you're just some villager down the street trying to raise your family with a couple sheep and pigs, or whether you're a Templar, or whether you're, you know, a guardsman, or whether you're just a merchant, or regardless, you're just trying to just not die today. And the one threat guaranteed to kill you at some point, you just don't know when, is a mage. End of conversation. That's a fact. Well, they wouldn't all do that. Maybe not now. 5 minutes from now, 5 minutes ago, you just don't know it yet. Tomorrow, oh, it's gonna happen. Oh, there's no doubt. Oh, it's going to. You just don't know when. How'd you like to live under that? And then the Chantry, the government that be, charges you tax dollars to train them and nurture them and house them and protect them from you. Should you ever want to get a lynch mob together and say, I'm tired of being under this threat. Let's get rid of these motherfuckers. Just like all the people rushing Frankenstein's castle. With a bunch of pitchforks and lanterns and torches and shit. At some point, you're just like, I'm tired of being threatened 24/7. I'd like to just eat my breakfast knowing I'm not going to have a fireball in my face at lunch. And that's not extreme. That's actually completely reasonable. If you put yourself in those shoes, if you were under that shadow of threat 24/7, and you had to pay for it. You had to pay to keep that threat around. Nurtured, fat, fed, full, spoiled, best education in the land. Strongest guards in the land, protecting them. Until such a point as they go batshit crazy, kill all their guards, kill all each other who won't murder with them, and then come and kill you anyway. And use you as a battery, and your children, as batteries, so that they can fuel their magic to kill more people faster. If you tell me it's anything but that, well then you're just, I mean, there's really no argument against that. It's what they've always done. It's what they will always do. This isn't a hate thing. This isn't a judgment thing. This isn't one-sided. This isn't with the blinders on. This is looking at the whole picture and saying, this is 24/7. This is all the fucking time. And then they have the nerve to complain in your face. Wow, they tell you they're going to murder you so they can rule over everybody. But yet, they're being abused. The insanity, how could people not be enraged? How much patience do you have to show? Until you finally say, you know what, cancer is bad, and I have the ability to stop cancer, so I'm just going to stop cancer. I mean, you know, well, but you don't. They don't cure cancer. And every time they do cure cancer, the guy who cures it disappears. Because the hospitals wouldn't stay full if you didn't have cancer. That's not conspiracy either. So, crazy, right?
Turn up your purses, Kurtwall. The leases of Javara's tin top are up for grabs.
It is a little ironic that the Chantry gets the first taste of what they've made sure is going to happen, though. So.
Enchantment!
Enchantment!
No, Leandra.
Leandra.
Shouting won't make him understand you better, you know.
There you are. Where's your mother? Is she feeling all right?
I'm tempted to say she isn't. Just to see your reaction.
Your mother didn't show up for our weekly visit. Is she ill? She is here, isn't she?
No, Gamlin. We haven't seen her all day.
Where could she be?
With her suitor, perhaps?
Suitor? Leandra never mentioned a suitor.
Leander's with
Well,
Orsino's
those
closest,
lilies arrived for her this
closest
morning.
and dearest colleague. Isn't that great? That awesome? AKA Anders' homeboy. So let's see. The mage that's doing this was chased here by that other mage from Orlais or Antiva or wherever the hell he came from. Dupuis, I think it was Orlais. Anyway, was chased here, so that's another mage that came here to get help in his experiments, and in exchange gave Orsino the ability to become a what is Orsino, a harvester, flesh golem.
White lilies. I know something about that.
Don't just leave me waiting. What is it?
There's a killer in Kirkwall who sends his victims white lilies before he takes them. He's murdered several women already.
No. You're wrong. Leandra is fine.
It doesn't hurt to be optimistic.
Maybe
Yeah.
Leandra
Yeah,
took
only
another
dabble.
path
Just did
to
it
my
right there
house.
on the spur of the
I could've just
moment.
missed her.
And I think it's...
I'm going back
Who
to
is it? I think it's Meredith who said,
You should help Gamlin look for your
you
mother.
didn't just come
You
up with
might
this
be
shit in
able
the
to
last 5
find
minutes,
her easily
motherfucker.
once night
This shit takes
falls and
years
streets
to
empty
develop.
out.
Orsino had been
The boy
everything
and I will stay here.
that Meredith was called crazy for
Welcome
suspecting
home,
him of
Miss
all along.
There's
But
a
blood
letter
mages
for you.
can't be honest.
Strange
They
how
can't tell the
messages
truth.
never come while you're home.
You like the shiny? You like the shiny?
Damn, I really want to give this stuff to Aveline. Well, I guess got to make sure I give it to her later. They take mom from me. Mages don't care. They don't care about that. There's no values. There's no values there. They value power and whatever means to get that power because the demons they're working with that have already just completely... Are they in control of their minds? No more. Anymore? No. Is that an excuse? No. Because they sought it out, and if they didn't seek it out, they hid from it until they got caught by it, and whatever the case may be. And even if they aren't to blame, it doesn't change the fact of what they are by nature now. And there's no reversing that, although Wynn was talking about reversing, you know, the state of being an abomination. Is it curable? Like, could you take a blood mage and return sanity, truth, and some sense of morality? I mean, I think tranquility, really, but I think tranquility is too late once mage has been possessed, right? At that point, just the mage has to be executed. Okay, so let me get Aveline this stuff real quick. I'm just gonna set her up, that's all.
say you saw Leandra?
I told you already. I saw her.
Did you see where she went?
What do I get for telling you?
Poor little dude, man. He reminds me of Mouse from Mass Effect. Poor little bro.
Here's a few silver.
Little hungry
Buy
bro.
yourself some food. And new shoes.
Right?
That's real silver, that is. I'm your man, through and through.
Probably
Tell you
more than his
everything I know.
parents make in a year. What we just handed
That
him.
lady
You
was
know,
it.
I mean that's
She
horrible.
looked like she was going to take the
Even
bridge
if,
to Hightown.
assuming he even has any parents.
But then a man came up to her. He stumbled and fell over right at her feet like he was dead. His hands were all bloody, like he'd been in a fight. The lady shook him, and I think he said, "Help."
You know what?
She
Funny
got him to
there,
his feet,
Millsy.
and he was
It's
wobbly.
possible those mages
it was
wouldn't
funny.
want to relinquish their
Anyway,
magic when it really
they
came down
left,
to
and
it.
that's
It's
all
the
I
power
saw.
they have over others. Power, power, power. Even if you reverted them to their right minds, would they relinquish their magic if they had the option? Bethany would. Bethany said she wished she could just put her magic down and just be normal. She doesn't want that scrutiny. She doesn't want that stuff. She has no desire to rule the world at the death of everybody. I'm gonna inherit a world that has nobody in it because I killed them all. Wahahaha! Well, this is what every single fucking mage is playing along with, whether they say it or not. Right? Bethany doesn't want any part of that. She's like, man, you hear her telling Aveline that. Aveline goes, I can put down my sword. You can't. And Bethany goes, I've tried. Wish I could. She's just tired of it. She doesn't want any part of it. Doesn't want to hide from the circle or all this, or doesn't want to be any part of it.
I never thought I'd curse my mother's kind-heartedness.
You could be wrong about all of this. Maybe the flowers don't mean anything.
The man left some blood. Where he fell
Gamlin
over.
really likes
You could follow
Leandra.
me.
He respects her.
Why
Looks
don't
up to
you
her.
do what the boy says? I'm going to go home in case Leandra shows up.
I like that. Instead of Gamlin coming around, trying to pull the family card
Never
and
thought I'd say
beg
this,
and,
but
try to
Gamlen's
live
right.
off the fortune
My men can look for Leandra while we check
or
for
whatever.
blood. Any
He
lead
just comes
helps.
and visits and legitimately just cares about. I really like Gamlin.
This blood is fresh.
Even if he is a bit crass about
There might
things
be
at
a trail
times.
we can follow.
Really is. I mean, he didn't have to, he could have just not come to the gates to get you into Kirkwall. He already knew what he did, and he knew it was going to see the light of day, squandering the entire family fortune.
There's another.
Moneylenders and who knows who else, chasing his tail 24/7.
Where is he taking her?
Why are we?
There.
Why is that
Hope I'm
quest
not
marker
too
not
late.
moving? Anyway. Can we go in the Hanged Man right now? I mean, I can run with Aveline right here too if I wanted to. Really kind of want to see how quickly Fenris can wreck this shit. This would give us a good idea. This is one of the first early demon mobs, like mobs, where you got to burn everything down like really, really fast. Plus, I want Fenris to see that he's right about everything he says about magic and mages in general. He's not wrong at all. But we're back here at this bullshit place.
This is the true
It's funny.
picture of
The only
The foundry. They must have
The
gone
only
inside.
Templars you see doing anything like this, are the ones possessed by mages with red lyrium. Their minds are controlled, and they're basically enthralled to consume this red lyrium and become what? Abominations. Who did that? Who did that to the Templars? Mages. I mean, if you look at the cause and effect of everything, it's a pretty...
Mother must be here somewhere.
No, it
We need
is
to
a
look around.
consistent pattern. Who does what to who?
are here somewhere.
Looks like someone forgot to conceal the door to his hideout.
This wasn't here before. Mother must be down there. With him.
Right, but you can get them back together. I love that part. I love where you can reconcile them. I think that's like super cool, actually. I really do. Do we get a bunch of shades down here? Yeah, there's shades too, right? It's a bunch of shades. There's rage demons too. That's pretty good. Doesn't do any good against corpses. But there are corpses down here too. Oh, there's desire demons, a bunch of those. Can't really do anything with that. Cold is good for... There's no revenants. There are no revenants down here, so... Let's try that. Okay, I think we're good.
Need mana. This up.
All these women that he did this to, used them as well among his other victims too. You have more power to bind more demons and submit more shades and abominations to his call and wah ha ha ha. God damn it, man. Does that ever get old? We need those. I don't know if we've got any traps here. I don't think there's any traps in this.
Mother's locket. This isn't a good sign.
Well, that's understating it a little bit. Similar barrier to what you see up on Sundermount. The puts in place?
Does he live here? I'm exhausted.
I'm practically there.
You're dead. You're dead. You stop attacking me after you're dead.
Nothing to worry about.
What is this? The woman in the painting. She almost looks like Mother.
A shrine dedicated to a wife? A sister?
I need to find her. Now.
Pretty good guess there, Anders. Of course, you helped Orsino get these books to this piece of shit, so you would know, wouldn't you? It's impossible that Anders isn't complicit in this. It's impossible. Doesn't know damn well. Gotta play stupid, though, but it's a blood mage. Anders can't tell the truth, so you got that, too. But here's your letter from Orsino. My dear friend, to this abomination, serial killing, murdering necromancer piece of shit. I have obtained the books you requested. Of course, Meredith acts like I would do something like this, but I would never do anything like this. See, because we'll just make Meredith look crazy for accusing me of doing shit like this. I would never support what you're doing, except I'll leave these books that I stole from the Circle Library, from the deepest reaches of the vault where these books have been hidden, because they have all the forbidden magic in them. I'll go ahead and steal them and send them to you and leave them at our usual hiding spot, because I'm free to come and go from the Circle as well. And if for some reason I can't get out of the office while I'm here mind-controlling Meredith from across the way, being one of the most powerful blood mages you've ever seen in your life, I'll get someone like Anders or one of my other little lackeys, because we're all blood mages anyway, you see. We're one big happy family. Please collect them as soon as possible. I would hate to see them in the wrong hands. Emoji, emoji, smiley face, wink, wink. Your last letter was fascinating. You have proven me wrong once again by doing the impossible. I shouldn't have doubted your resolve, and I hope you will keep me appraised of further progress, because Orsino is down with every single fucking thing that this thing is doing. Your friend and colleague. Heart, heart, heart. Orsino. Now,
This is quite a
keep
collection
that in
of books.
perspective every time Orsino
Blood magic,
opens its
necromancy.
band-pleasing, money-making
Where
whore
did he get all
mouth.
these?
Why would he have these? What's he planning?
Fucking sicko. Fucking pervert.
Piece of cake.
But they're just abused. Mages are innocent victims. There might be a trap right here. There might be one. I don't think so. I think you have to see like barrels there or something. Gloves of the Overseer? Sweet. We gotta save. It's gotta be better than what I'm... Does this enemies drop better shit? There's really nobody that can... I can give it to Barrett. Barrett's not the only one. I don't really want to lose all that attack, though. Oh, that's trash. Huh. That doesn't really do anything for me. Not really. Well, we're just gonna roll with this. We'll just roll with this. Hope we don't get crashes if we have to reload for some reason. Naked in the middle, I said, who's that? And here it is. Well, here's the Templar, because, you know, they're the only ones actually abusing anybody.
I was wondering when you'd show up. Leandra was so sure you'd come for her.
Mother always knew me best.
Yes, and she spoke so fondly of you. What a lovely, gentle woman.
You will never understand my purpose. Your mother was chosen because she was special. And now, she is part of something greater.
Spare me the demented rambling. Where is she?
She's here. She's waiting for you.
This is just a typical mage.
I
It's
have
just typical.
done the impossible. I have touched the face of the Maker and lived.
Isn't that where the blight and all this shit started in the first place?
Do you know
mages
what
changed?
the strongest force in the universe is?
You don't have to be an old god or a Tevinter Magister or a
Love.
Corypheus.
I pieced her together.
Just have to be a
from
fucking
memory.
mage. That's
I
it.
found her eyes, her skin, her delicate fingers. And at last, her face. Oh, this beautiful face. I've searched far and wide to find you again, beloved. And no force on this earth will part us.
Oh, I'll give you a force on this earth that's about to part this, motherfucker. Of course.
I can't keep this up.
I was wondering if that might work.
I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. Let's finish this. I can't keep this up. I'm exhausted. Please. Nada.
Healer's gone. Fuck.
Under the down. Please. Nada. I'm exhausted. That's enough.
Well, we're gonna have to do it again.
Nada.
We're doing just fine, too.
It's not doing anything. Can't get this up. I'm exhausted. Can't get this up.
You will never.
Do you know what the strongest...
Please. Mana. I can't keep this up. Can't keep this up. I'll deal with this. Mana. Mana. Let's pick this up. Let's finish this. Mana. I'm exhausted. Go down! Mana. I'm exhausted.
Stop sucking up all that free damage, man. Fuck you, motherfucker. Are you gonna crash on me? You gonna crash on me? Game just fucking crashed on me. Now I have to do it again. Good game? I have to do it again. Game just crashed. There's anything I can do. So that's Sir Varnell, and now this one. Every big fight now is completely broken. Like, it's literally completely broken. It's broken. Game's fucking broken. And since the game has never done this before, it's just doing it now. It's a Series X thing. But it didn't do this with my warrior, so I'm assuming it's just a mage thing. Mages were always glitchy from a distance because you got to see it. But now it's doing things like it can't even transition to a simple cutscene without crashing. So you're telling me the Xbox Series X isn't as strong as the 360? Or... Yeah, okay, Millsy. Fuck. I guess we'll just do it here.
You will never understand. Do you know what the strongest force...
Can't keep this up. How about you? This is my favorite.
Sell you blood mage right there.
Mother!
There's nothing I can do. His magic was...
No one asked you, bed of filth! Get the fuck away from my mother, bitch! This thing was one of your colleagues. I mean, like, the atrocity here for that thing to open its cesspool, its sewer pipe, its toilet expulsion thing.
You know me? I always save the day.
Shh. Don't fret, darling. That
Andrew's
man
opening
would
his...
get me trapped in here.
The audacity.
Now, I'm free. I get to see Bethany again. And your father. But you'll be here alone.
I should have watched over you more closely. I should have...
My little girl has become so strong. I love you. You've always made me so proud.
Because the game's broken. That's why, T-Verse.
Did you find her?
I'm sorry, Uncle.
She was pieced together from about 10 different
You were right
women,
about
Minnie.
the flowers and everything. I can't believe she's gone.
You can say that over and over, but it won't change anything.
Why her? Why Leandra?
The killer used Mother to magically reconstruct his dead wife. They had the same... face.
What sort of nightmarish magic is that? Oh, Maker! Maybe the Templars are right. Lock the mages up. Throw away the key.
That won't do it.
Mages have always been trouble. They will always be trouble.
Plain and simple.
Magic's always run in this family. It's a curse. Now even your mother's fallen victim to it.
Everyone falls
I
victim
wish you
to
never
it.
told
Everybody.
me what that twisted son of a bitch did to her. I wish I hadn't asked. I hope you killed him. Good. I hope it hurt. You've had a long day, so I'll go to the gallows to talk to Carver. He'll need to know about this. Take care, my dear.
I heard the news. Arabalas. Marvinan.
What? What? Wait. What? Just what? Whatever you meant by that.
I'm glad you're here now.
Uh-huh.
Leandra is in a better place now. Quentin used dark magic, just like you do. It turned him into a monster. It's not the same. The magic is just a tool.
It is the same.
He
And no,
used
it's
it
not.
for something terrible.
It's called evil magic,
I'm
which
using
has a
magic
motive.
to help my
It has an
people.
agenda.
It's not the same at all. I'm really sorry about your mother.
She comes in to say something elfy. What? Well, in order to get items I want. We're kind of getting towards the end of Act 2 here. I really gotta find a way to get more money. We could go kind of start Legacy, I guess. At least get a certain... Make some progress in there, maybe. Magic is just a tool. You keep thinking that. As she see it inadvertently still destroy everything she loves. You know, and still not making the connection. She probably makes the connection, but she's not so far broken and in denial as Anders was. I don't think Meryl was a bad person before her dealing with demons, and I don't think she's allowed for possession. She's just a little extra cozy. But she at least goes in with at least some awareness of spirits are spirits, you know. Very few are 100% evil, but none of them are 100% good either. At least she goes in with that. Anders couldn't care less. Anders really had no direction other than destroying the lives of others through sexual misconduct, through just straight up murder, stealing, whatever the case may be. Anders was 100% bad before it ever dealt with the demon. It actually managed to twist a demon, you know, or turn a spirit into the demon, whatever you want to call it. There's no merchant here, is there? How full is my inventory? I don't have a lot of room. Sauce right there. It's got all this trash. Just go sell it off first, and then come back. Yeah, let's go hit a merchant. Because I remember you picking up a bunch of shit. Would I use it all? I don't know. But I'm kind of going for money, so no point in wasting any of the stuff we do pick up. Actually, you know what? Let me pawn off these damn daggers, too. Oh god, we gotta go back to the bone pit a couple times.
Freed a group of slaves.
I don't think anyone's gonna wear this, so I'm just not gonna worry about it. That's a good little dispersion there. I like that. Let's see. I want that.
would-be slaves. They weren't slaves yet.
Still, you did the right thing. Many would turn a blind eye.
Don't read too much into it, all right? It just seemed a good idea at the time.
Okay. Okay, I just want to get rid of all that.
Ah, you've returned. There's another letter waiting on your desk at your leisure.
Okay, we're good. Wouldn't mind finding a two-handed weapon for Fenris. I think his is getting a little soft. I have no idea how this is going to roll in Legacy either. No idea, but for right now, let's go, before I forget, this is probably almost a level's worth of XP. Well, no, that's probably exaggerating a little bit. Got the spiders, then you got the undead. And Earl went, Or no, somebody went, and tried to bite Earl.
Thank the Maker you're here. We've had to lock down the mines. Krankovich was clearing out a collapsed section when giant spiders poured out the new opening. They got Krankovich. Poor sod. Rest of us made it out. But now we're sitting here with our thumbs up our asses.
I'll see what I can do.
Good luck in there, hero.
He went, and tried to bite Earl. It's probably not supposed to be funny, but it is. Tankiest spider ever. Fuck, the queen spider isn't half this tanky.
Can't keep this up. Can't keep this up. Let's finish this. Need it. Mana. Can't keep this up. I love it when a plan works out.
Like, damn, bro. Here, let's just throw corrupted lyrium in our weapons. What's the worst that could happen?
All clear.
Thank the Maker and thank you. Wow, is that what the inside of a spider smells like? Let's get back to work, boys. And dibs on the spider fangs. I'm gonna make a necklace for the wife.
That's 1,000 right there.
The mines were overrun with spiders? I will send a missive telling the workers to exercise caution when opening new passageways. Hopefully, some of them know how to read.
This dude is shameless, man.
Now the workers are claiming the mine is haunted. Please go straighten them out.
Well, it is. The Bone Pit. What a name. You know, it is kind of crazy. Half of Origins, you spend not only discovering everything Loghain's been up to, but then the realization that basically most of it, if not, yeah, basically all of it had been put into motion, was well in the works before your warden ever gets to Ostagar. Like, a lot of that shit had already happened. You know, the Kuslins, what happens with, you know, the human nobles, and, you know, everything put into motion at the Circle Tower and stuff. It had already been set in motion. Whether it was about to happen or was already happening or had already happened, whatever. All that shit was. I don't know how far back that goes. I don't know if this was a matter of, you know, weeks and months or even years.
Funny story. I was asking my pal Earl what more these mines could throw at us. Dragons, spiders, Hubert. Then here comes Krankovich limping towards us and moaning. I said, "Oi, Krankovich, I thought them spiders got you." He just said, "Ugh," and then tried to bite Earl. That's when we figured something was wrong. Turns out we let in a horde of undead. Maybe we ought to stop opening up new passages.
I'll see what I can do.
Good luck in there, hero.
Tried to bite Earl. Oh, man. Poor Earl. Poor Krankovich. Is this traps? I think we got traps here.
Now that's just rude. What are they trying to do? Ruin my mood.
See those staggers?
Let's finish this! Mana. Pick this up. Mana.
clear out this side. When we first started, this is what I was going for. And we just got Cleave a little late. I think there's a few fights early on. Had we just made a beeline for that with Fenris, and then you know, worked on his defense later, he'd have been squishier early, but he'd have been putting up a lot more staggers. Some of those fights would have been going a whole lot quicker. Hey, what's up, Numbers? What's up, man?
Need mana.
Here.
Yeah. Did you notice it has like a really long animation? If it's the one I'm thinking, it's like where you do multiple hits and then I think you can upgrade it to where... In the Cleave tree? You talking about a sail? Oh, this. Oh. It's not a substitute for Cleave in any way, shape, or form. It's a 10%, and for the stamina cost, I don't know. Also, you can't use them at the same time, so they don't stack. I mean, I guess it's something. There's no advantage here in terms of like anything that combos with anything else. I was thinking the sail was a sword and shield thing, that 3-hit thing, whatever the hell that ability's called. That's what I thought you were talking about. I remember you mentioning this, but no, that's not. I don't ever use that. The 10% damage boost is not. But also, normally I'm working with Berserker, and honestly, spending 20 stamina, you're not exactly losing 10% of your stuff, but you're also not incorporating that. Plus, you only have so many hotkeys. Like, unless you want to go and actually go to the radio menu and activate this, I already have all my hotkeys set up. I have my basic combo, and I use Cleave in my combo. I wouldn't use a sail in my combo. I'll take 75% over 10% any day of the week. And with the physical force, honestly, with the physical force, enemies you're not already knocking on their ass aren't going to get knocked on their ass. If you're not already knocking them on their ass. The little enemies are going to get knocked off with your basic attacks anyway as a two-hander. You need like 50 times force to get anybody else interrupted or knocked on their ass, really. From what I've seen. But yeah. That's just, it doesn't play for me. Okay, this is do we get a Revenant and an Arcane Horror here? I'm trying to remember. Or is it just a bunch of poison spiders? Or I don't remember this one. Well, Fenris is gonna have to do his thing.
Can't keep this up. Mana.
Oh, no.
It's too much.
I'm not even doing that right there. I'm not even doing that. Okay, so it's at the same time. Interesting.
Let's finish this.
Fuck, that was a waste. Yeah, this 19th wave right here is a little excessive. Yeah, we good now? Anything else you want to throw at us? What kind of bullshit was that? 18 waves of course. Yeah, you think you're done and you're like, okay, if I get this Revenant down. Nope. You still got 30 more waves. Helm of the Emerald Knights. Well, as long as it's worth money, right?
We're good to go.
Yeah, this is Gauntlet Junior. This one right here. It's Gauntlet Junior. The Gauntlet, well, the Gauntlet, to be fair, only throws them at you one at a time. It's just got those tanky ass rage demons, which is like basically Templar assassins, same fucking thing. It's got a bunch of them running around slapping the shit out of you. It's trying to kill all the ads and get rid of those assholes. All the while you've got an arcane horror to start with. If that doesn't finish you off, then a desire demon that comes up and just starts buffing everybody. Then a revenant comes in and starts doing the same damn thing. And they basically pop up every time you kill off the rage demons. So it's like you get rid of one threat just to replace it with another. And that's like the whole fight. Knowing your enemy orders and being able to knock them down systematically, that helps. If you can survive the rage demons long enough to get rid of the shades and abominations,
don't need more nightmares.
Take them down and kind of
let's get back to work, boys.
Take out the arcane or desire demon in between. Maybe get a couple combos off. If you don't, you're dead. If you don't get the combos off, you're dead. Now we could spend 14 gold on equipment for these guys. It's worth like 1,000 XP, but then you're just wasting that money. There's still plenty of money to be made. I could theoretically do that. But,
First dragons, then spiders, and now undead. If I weren't a practical man, I would say the bone pit is cursed.
If I weren't a practical
Pains
man.
me to say it, but we may have to cut into profits and hire guards to protect the mines. But it can wait until next year. Hello again, partner. I trust business is good?
Yeah, it's like 14 gold to go buy those, their, new tools. Pickaxes or something.
I hope all is well. If you need me for anything, by all means, let me know.
I hate Mark of the Assassin. I just hate it. I can't stand that DLC. There's no part of it that I like. Not really. It's long too, like long in a bad way, in my opinion. Some people love it. I can't stand it. Oh shit! Are we stuck with Carver on this? Do we have to take Carver? I don't have to respec him. I don't have to respec him if we do. No, I don't. Okay. Doesn't look like it anymore.
I have a report you might find interesting. It tells of a chasm in the Vinmark Mountains, and a secret that was said to be buried within. Yet when the Chantry went to investigate, they were turned away by the Grey Wardens.
And why would I find that interesting?
Because the champion was there. I can't help but notice you failed to mention this adventure.
Oh, that? I didn't think you'd be interested. Just some business with Hawk's family. A few Carter dwarves who went too far. You're not going to believe me.
I'll take my chances.
All right. Don't say I didn't warn you. There it is.
It doesn't look all that dwarven.
These are Carter dwarves, so they're more criminals and smugglers than anything else. They're not usually stupid, though. I don't know why they'd attack you.
They're not usually stupid,
I still can't believe they snuck into the gallows in order to get at me.
Don't feel left out. They've been trying to kill me for several days now.
You have a plan, then? I found their hideout, but my sources couldn't tell me anything else. It's all very strange.
Why do you say that? It's just the Carter, isn't it?
As far as my contacts in the Carter know, they shouldn't be here. There shouldn't even be a here. This place is invisible. A big blind spot on the map. Bianca's never been this suspicious, and she's twitchy to start with.
Does it matter? We just need them to stop trying to kill us.
A fine point. So, what's the plan?
Oh, I'm sure this is all a misunderstanding. Later, we'll all have tea and we'll laugh.
Oh, your name is Hawk. I thought it was Locke.
It's not every day a Templar gets leave for something like this.
I
So
think
let's
you are
not make
stuck
a
with
mess of
Carver.
it, right? I'll watch so there's no surprises. Shout if you need me.
Oh, maybe not.
Let's go.
Oh, so he's sort of... Shout if you need me. Get surrounded by 50 skeleton archers. All you hear is, Carver! Get off into the temple.
strange.
Griffius is throwing flamethrowers around. Carver! That tells me Carver just conveniently ignores all that anyway. So, yeah. I don't think we can expect any help. Yeah, at least I got a few potions. Got a little bit of stuff to start with. I don't know how much of this I really want to do. Like I said, if we still need like a little bit of extra XP, we could come back and finish this. Like, we lose Anders in this fight no matter what. So, you know, at the end, but we can get through
They'll alert others to
a majority of the beginning of it. I love this. All the money drops are like 30, 50. There's also a there's a blood magic belt here.
We'd best be careful.
I may have it already, actually. I remember getting it relatively early. I don't need that. Don't need that. Not sure about that. Need that. That's an extra 5. Yeah, his weapon's still something, but we could use something a little better, I think. Let me see something. His attack's still at 100. Attack's only at 83. Kind of had a feeling. Not for a while. Not even gonna worry about it. All right, so we got to get up into the 200 gold range. Seems like a lot. I think it's doable though. Look, considering almost everything here drops 40, 50 silver.
You're finally here. You've come. Everyone, it's the child of Malcolm Hawk. She's come to us.
You tell me. How could I refuse such a delightfully worded invitation?
We must have the blood. You don't understand.
Oh, blood. Why didn't you just ask?
We will take it. Corypheus will walk in the sun once more.
Mana.
Can't get a stagger, huh?
Mana.
Can't get you off me, huh, motherfuckers?
You said it.
Bitch. At least they take damage.
That's enough. Can't keep this up. I'm coming! Can't keep this up.
Yeah, 30, 40. That's a hard ambush. Those fucking stupid archers are just annoying. Well, it's hard for me anyway. I always have a problem here. But I'm always running in squishy. I'm either playing a mage, or I'm playing a two-hander, or I'm playing a rogue. And none of those equal success against archers. Oh, here, look at how you can three-shot me. Yay. Play a warrior with a 500 health pool and get three-shotted by archers coming in here. We're destroying them though. Except the little tanky assholes running around at 1,000 miles an hour on perma haste with the shields and the maces. Those little assholes, I don't think they're weak to anything. All right, I guess that's about all the loot we're gonna get here. Apparently, missing anything? So I really liked coming here with Bethany because she's a force mage, and that little pull of the abyss. She was taking a whole squad of archers out of the fight, and then we were just mopping them up. It was amazing. Yeah. It's cool. It's really no different than the Reaver. Your health or loss of health is really your damage, and then an assassin. It's really a lack of health in the first place. You know, you're just all offense. dead. Instant dead. Is Andrews over there getting pounded on? Okay. Cool. It's like, okay, cool.
These dwarves are insane. Perhaps even more so than Varric.
I heard that.
Ricarda doesn't normally act like this.
Fenris telling jokes?
I'd like to know who this Corypheus is. With a name like that, he's bound to go mwahaha at some point. I just know it. And really? More blood? Why can't it ever be spit or a lock of hair?
You really want to encounter a spit mage?
For variety, sure.
A spit mage. I mean, shit. Might as well. You really want to encounter a spit mage? Oh.
How many generations of warriors stood guard here? Why does that make me nervous?
Going this way?
Done.
Mwahaha. He just has to go mwahaha at some point.
Someday I'll visit a place with no ancient evils, horrors, devouring plagues, or insanity. Maybe a beach.
The day you go to the beach would be the day an armada of angry demon pirates show up.
Will you look at that?
Some kind of fortress? Out here?
Okay. Got anything cool yet? Oh, yes. Works for me. So I don't want to give that up either. So 100%. Does that mean nullifies 100%? Or returns 100%? Or... I guess... Yeah, it doesn't count for criticals, doesn't count for archers, doesn't count for... But just basic attacks? Kind of cool, I guess. Off we go.
Someone's left a surprise here for us. Easy as pie.
Okay, here it comes. It's like 2 Brontos, right? Some shit like that.
That's enough! Come at you!
Take one of them down.
too good looking to die this young.
You know, stupid Bronto's kind of hard to control that unless you see him charging and you got to micromanage your entire party. If you can't beat him no pause, then, well, you know, but getting out of the way of a charging Bronto, I don't think there's a tactic for that. So they should have included a tactic with, you know, just saying. We're gonna go down that way, right? Oh, this is the assassin apocalypse right here. Yeah, this is nasty. Definitely need that trap. Figure out a way to kill these assassins too. It was easier as a war. No, actually, it wasn't. I actually had a hard time with this, with the warrior. Okay. This may take us a few tries right here. No, I do have
Mana.
Will not lie.
Mana.
No. When it stops doing that, it'll stop, I guess. Where are those fucking assassins at? Are they on both ends, or are they just right here? There's nothing I can do until it stops doing that. There's absolutely literally no.
Go down! That's enough! Mana.
Son of a bitch! Nice. Like I said, I can't do shit until it stops doing that. RNG. Just RNG. Not a fight. It's not a skill thing. It's just RNG. I have a hard time respecting that, but I don't know that every game is... Yeah, it's alright. I think every game has at least some of that going on somewhere, right? Pretty much. Down here. Let's see what we got. Okay, we're done there. I wouldn't mind a little bit more of that, but I think we're getting by with that. I would like to, I think I got a bunch to finish. Oh, shit, I got a bunch to finish off here. Still got to get that. I was thinking about maybe incorporating this. What's the damage here? 50% of victims' maximum health versus nearby targets. But 164 doubled? No, it's not really worth it. I just got to put points into something. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to spend 2 full series on that. What's this? Cold? $47? 47. Oh wow. So that's really nice. So that go really good with Varric. That's like 18 cunning for Varric. In damage wise anyway. Yeah, I like that actually. Problem is that probably dropped his attack below. No, his attack's still at 100. See the what is it, Bianca? The Bianca sustain is amazing. Alright, cool.
How is it you get into these situations so often?
What do you mean?
Attacked by dwarves, approached by strangers, stumbling upon ancient riddles. Madness.
It's a gift.
Well, I think you should return it.
Right. Structure, okay. I'm waiting to find that belt. Greater belt. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's really nice. Man, might have to give up that point of magic. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty significant. I'm not giving up +1 to all attributes. Don't want to give up the... somebody could use that. I think I'm going to take this. I do. We'll make up for that point of magic somewhere else. We'll just call this... wouldn't be bad for me. Although I already know what I'm going for, so yeah, we can probably... Nobody needs that then. I could save that for, like, Isabella or something. Oh. Well, shit. See, that's... See, that gives me +1 magic if I want it. Immunity to stun would be really good for Fenris. He's missing 2 critical chance, but man, I really like that. Just hang on to that, I guess. And what's this? Okay, I don't think that's worth it. Just hang on to those. Now Fenris can't be stunned or knocked back. He can still be knocked down. like by dragons and their flappy wings, but that's about it.
Can't keep this up.
Why are you up there? Why are you up there? Why the fuck are you... Stick sucker? Fenris, bitch? What the hell are you doing?
Nothing to worry about.
Fenris is doing all this. Fenris is ruining this. Okay, maybe I can force him to not be a dick sucker here. Not sure. I don't know if I can keep Fenris from being a dick sucker, but I'm gonna try.
Can't keep this up.
Just fucking stop it, dude! Bitch! The fuck? Wow. Just, wow. What a stupid fight. That's just a stupid fight. Alright. Six. What's this? Death blows. Death blows. All right, now he'll start getting more stamina back from this. Yeah, let's go ahead and give him that now. Okay. Well, that's nasty.
Done.
Guess I don't want to have to reload any of that, do I?
Now that's just rude. What are they trying to do? Ruin my food.
Another falls before me. Well, we won.
We're good to go.
Did he drop anything? I think he's considered a boss.
I can do this in my sleep.
Let me disarm the fucking trap. Game's kind of making life hard in the yard right now. It really is. No, nothing from those lieutenants, though. I mean, they're supposed to... man, I think they're kind of like required to drop money, I'm pretty sure. You're still streaming in the background, but you crashed my shit.